a check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that she ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
31,
an extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but now it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
He was
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Bills nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Hurts. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen has been pretty sensational.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
The Bills' first down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Allen going deep for Diggs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Hurts. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And beyond the line of scrimmage, it's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Richard Sherman.
That's the reason you ball for them. Circle right and twice for the arm, but if you know, you know.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
22-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
49-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Bust through the tackle, and only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jarek McKinnon, his first touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass system that resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 22, Allen. That one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ray Greenlaw.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Operating from the gun, Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
The Bills first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, good.
And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Bills first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen again. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Going deep for Diggs.
Get the fuck out of here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Completes it to Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
37 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A.J. Epinesa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now the second down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handling.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bill 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to roam now. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Hurts on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the 49ers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile,